Let's have you say and spell your first and last name for me so we can check the audio here.
Amanda McManus, AMANDA, MCMANUS.
And your company that you're with?
Irrigation by Design.
Okay, and where's that at?
Minneapolis.
That is Minneapolis, okay. Okay. Well, they got a list of questions just for you.
Super.
So, and you can keep looking here. I may check the cameras every once in a while to make sure you're looking fabulous.
Oh.
And framed up, nice. And then the last piece of direction is, can you use the question in your answer? So, like, if I say, "What's your favorite color?" instead of just saying blue, you say, "My favorite color is." What do you love about hindsight? What I love about hindsight is.
Yeah.
And the first question is, what 3 words would you use to describe hindsight?
Oh, my 3 words that I would use to describe hindsight would probably be genuine, helpful, and family.
Okay. You can do those again too.
Okay, good. Yeah, could I?
Genuine, helpful, and family. That's
Yeah.
good.
All right. Yeah. So the 3 words I would use to describe. Yeah. Geez, this is good. So the 3 words I would use to describe hindsight would be genuine, family, and helpful.
Good. And why? You want to expand on that a little bit? What's your experience been with hindsight?
So I've started in the industry only 3 years ago, and they're the only company that I've worked with, but it's been phenomenal. So when I was asked to go and look elsewhere, their customer service and I say genuine because they're real on the other end. They get what you're going through, and they listen to what you say, and they will just continue to try and fix any issues that you might have or do whatever they can to help you.
That's great. That's great. Do you have a favorite feature in hindsight? How does it work, and why is it your favorite if you do have one?
My favorite feature in hindsight would be Connect, probably, Connect Pro, and it would be my favorite just because it allows that additional communication with the client that I might not get to speak to all the time. We have several hundred clients, so talking to all of them would be unrealistic, but at least this way I can touch them a couple of times via email, and I can send them random happy messages if I want to, as well as the campaigns and whatnot. It also makes scheduling pretty easy for those people who have email.
Okay. I'm just a contractor that does the videos, so I don't know the industry, so I want to ask a couple of those kind of questions of what's the difference between Hindsight Connect and Hindsight Connect Pro? Is there 2 levels? And what are some of the extra features you get with Pro that you really love?
Yeah, so Hindsight Connect and Hindsight Connect Pro are different in that Hindsight Connect Pro allows you to be proactive with the clients. You can do campaigns, so if we know several hundred of our clients need a particular product or just 5 of them, we can reach out to them via a campaign and promote the item, and then it falls right into our sales funnel, which makes it helpful. And with the regular Hindsight Connect, you can still do all the confirming and the reminding, the basic things that are also very necessary.
Being that a lot of us already are inundated with emails, how are your customers enjoying the emails? Because I think all of us appreciate an email that's appropriate, timely, and relevant, but it's all the other stuff, right? So how do you feel like Hindsight Connect Pro helps you really stay relevant with your clients in terms of the kind of email that they like to receive versus, as a nuisance?
I do. I believe that it is relevant information. We have had some people unsubscribe, I think just because they don't quite understand what it is. They just see that it's coming from our office, and maybe they don't want reminders that we're going to come visit, but for the most part it's very relevant, and most of the clients love it. It's just real time. I've set it up so that I can let them know exactly what the tech did when they were out there, and I'm getting that to them within 24 hours of us being on site, so they really appreciate that, especially our commercial clients.
Has Hindsight improved the way you schedule your services?
Yeah, when I first started at Irrigation by Design, the scheduling was not done through Hindsight. So since we have done that, and we can put a link right in the email that we send out saying, does this time work for you or not? If it works for them, it just automatically confirms, and we don't have to do anything further. If it doesn't work for them, they can click another button, and it'll send us a message to reach out to them and reschedule.
Can you give some examples of how Hindsight makes you more productive or more efficient or save money or any of those things when there's actual savings for you or
Yeah, we recently started using the ePlenish, which makes us much more productive. It works great. You set up your trucks with an inventory, and then every time something is sold, it recognizes that, and we can run a report at any time, or it can trigger at a certain level in the inventory, and it'll tell us that we need to reorder. So then we can just print that off and send it to our distributor, and then they'll send it to us in a package. And we've opted to have it with the technician's name on it, so then we literally just hand it to the technician. They put it in their van, and they're good to go. No more time looking through the shelves in the office, which has cut down a lot of shop time.
Can you imagine doing your business right now without Hindsight?
No, I cannot imagine doing the business without Hindsight. I've talked with a lot of people here and people over the years. Like I said, I was asked to bid it out when I first started here. And even our biggest competitor said Hindsight is the way to go for irrigation services. There just isn't another vendor out there that is specialized in this and does what we need as well as they do.
That's great to hear. Kind of covered some of these questions already in one way or another. You've grown your usage of Hindsight to include not only irrigation service but also maintenance, fertilization, and snow. What benefits has managing all those services in one software platform had? So I don't know if you want to answer that specific question, but can you talk maybe, is there anything that comes to mind in terms of you're able to manage all aspects of your business or many aspects of your business? Would you talk about that?
Yeah, so we have started to integrate our maintenance and the snow into Hindsight. It's been a slow process, mostly just because we're nervous of the change, and the people who need to use that the most have the hardest time being in the office to learn how to do it. So it's been a very slow process, but what we have learned is there's definitely a lot of potential there for us.
Good. Has Hindsight made it easier to manage snow events? Have you guys gotten that far into it that you can, I know one other client was telling us how they can take pictures once they've snowplowed, and if there's a lot of wind, because they were in Fargo, so they get a lot of wind.
Nice.
And so a client will call up, at 2:30 in the day, be like, "You never came by." I was like, "Well, the snow drifted over," and they can actually say, "We'll come back out, but we also want to show you that we
did come out.
service. We did come out." So I don't know if that kind of stuff comes to mind or if you've had those experiences, but has it helped you manage snow events, or you want to pass on that question?
I'll pass on that one.
What impact has Hindsight had on your ability to bill after a sno event? Does it take less time?
It's not
Sounds like
applicable
they're
for
asking about
us.
snow events a lot.
Yeah.
Is it any of this snow stuff good? How about, do you even use Hindsight to manage quality control? Can you explain the assessment you've created to score the work of your crews?
We don't use that.
You don't? How has that improved? Am I asking the right questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that we've talked with them about setting it up, but no, we haven't set it
What
up.
would you say to a friend or colleague, or they say friend or colleague, but I would say, what's your pitch or recommendation if someone else was saying, "Hey, we're an irrigation services or lawn services company. We need some solution. We're on paper. We've been on paper forever." What's your pitch for? Hey, you should go check out Hindsight. What would you say to them?
There are not many companies. Oops, I should start over. I got to rephrase your question.
It doesn't have to be my exact question. I think
No.
was good.
Yeah. Okay, so there wouldn't be many companies that I would recommend for this. Again, I haven't been in the industry that long, but I have been in enough industries to know what customer service is and what it isn't. And where Hindsight really stands out is the customer service. And that goes back to one of the words I would say is family and genuine and helpful. The family piece, I really feel like a part of the Hindsight family, which is unique. Just the fact that we're doing this and they're so open to hearing everything that we have to say. That's my biggest selling piece for them. The software is great. There's things that we'd love to see improved, but that's the best part is they're always asking us what they can improve and they're working on it over time. I've never worked with a software company so open to change.
Great. And then one that they haven't put on here, but I always think is just helpful in case they decide they want to use it, the summit here. What's been the benefit of coming here? You're at the end of day 2? I don't know if you were here all day yesterday or not, but why come to the summit? Has it been helpful? Has it? I know some people have said it's a chance to step back and look at their business and maybe even do some business strategy stuff. But give us your take on the summit.
Yeah, this will be my 3rd summit that I've been to. They've all been very helpful, especially in the beginning, because a lot of the information that they go over is more directed to people who maybe haven't been to the summit before or are newer to Hindsight. But that's okay. It gives us refreshers, and we learn about things that has been done in the background we haven't been told about or didn't happen to look at the review about. Like Mike said, he's making updates and forgets to tell people. The biggest thing that I get out of it is talking to other industry professionals, just hearing how they handle X or handle Y and what they do in certain situations, and just the camaraderie and learning how they use it.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Awesome.